like to welcome everyone to the last Floyd Mayweather fight week of his historic career. I want to thank everyone for coming out today. We are thrilled that this fight night will be filled with high-stake matchups all over. We have a tremendous fight card. Of course, the main event has the highest stakes of them all, as the always exciting Berto will be taking on Floyd Mayweather in the main event. This event is promoted by Mayweather Promotions, and it will be shown live on Showtime pay-per-view, and it will be shown here at the MGM Grand.
Well, welcome, and thank you all for being here today. We're thrilled to be part of this championship fight between Floyd Mayweather and Berto that will kick off a sensational fall lineup of sports and entertainment at our MGM Resorts properties. We all look forward to witnessing history as Floyd looks to end his illustrious career at 49-0 and equal the record set by the legendary Rocky Marciano back in September of 1955. We would also like to extend a warm welcome to Berto and his team as he returns to the MGM Grand for the first time in nearly 5 years. He will take on one of the sport's greatest champions, and there is no doubt that he will be prepared Saturday night for the challenge. We'd like to give a special thanks to Al Heyman, Leonard Ellerby, and the Mayweather Promotions team, Team Berto and their camp, Stephen Espinoza with Showtime, and Bob Bennett of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Once again, thanks for being here, and look forward to seeing you Saturday night. Thanks.
Good afternoon on this very special and historic press conference. On behalf of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, we'd like to recognize and thank the media for showing up today to cover this historic event. We'd also, as always, like to thank Richard Sturm and the MGM for hosting this event, Stephen Espinoza and Showtime for broadcasting the event, and also for all the access programs that have proven to be interesting and very enjoyable. And specifically, we would like to also thank Mayweather's Promotions for having this fight in the fight capital of the world. There's no doubt that any venue in the world, including a commission, would be elated to have this fight just like we are. So we are very appreciative of Mr. Mayweather and Mr. Ellerby for having this show right here in our backyard. The Nevada State Athletic Commission actually regulated Floyd's very first fight 19 years ago when he was 19 at the Texas station. To date, we have regulated we have regulated 25 out of 49 of his fights come this Saturday night when he attempts to tie the great Rocky Marciano record of 49-0. There is no doubt that we've been privileged to regulate these fights. It's been our honor, and equally important, if not more important, we are always prepared to regulate the fight, all 11 of them. Our officials spend a lot of time in training, work hard, and we're ready to go to work come Saturday night. And as you've always heard me say in the past, last but not least, we want to thank all the fighters, because without the fighters, none of us would be here. So thank you very much, and God bless.
This is our 6th pay-per-view with Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions. All 6 have been here at MGM Grand. We're proud to help contribute to the great tradition of historic boxing events here at MGM Grand and in the state of Nevada. This is a first-class venue with first-class people, top to bottom. We thank Richard Sturm and all his staff and colleagues for their hospitality and support of this event. 6 fights in 30 months. Floyd, they said you couldn't do it. They said you wouldn't do it. And once again, you proved them wrong. First 5 fights have generated nearly 10 million pay-per-view buys. Together, we've generated roughly 750 million in pay-per-view receipts alone. That's $750 million in 5 fights in pay-per-view revenues alone. And it's all led here, fight number 6, fight number 49. 19 years undefeated, 17 consecutive years as world champion. He's fought 16 consecutive opponents who are either current or former world champions. But to tell you the truth, on Saturday night, none of that matters. It simply doesn't matter. Andre Berto isn't fighting a legacy or a record book or history. He's fighting a man, and men can lose. Legacies can't lose, titles can't lose, history can't lose, but men can lose. I know what some of you are thinking and what some of you have written. Floyd's a big favorite. The conventional wisdom is that Floyd's going to win this fight, maybe easily. But I'll tell you something. Conventional wisdom said that the first Maidana fight would be easy for Floyd. Conventional wisdom said that Canelo would be Floyd's toughest challenger. Conventional wisdom said Manny Pacquiao could beat Floyd Mayweather. Conventional wisdom didn't account for Buster Douglas or Frankie Randall or Hasim Rahman. And conventional wisdom sure isn't going to account for Andre Berto's heart or his desire or his opportunity to rewrite his own history and boxing history on Saturday night. Like you, I don't know what's going to happen on Saturday night. I'm very curious. I know Andre Berto is more athletic than just about any fighter Floyd has fought recently, so I expected a very stern challenge. But there's one thing I do know. It's not going to be boring. When you have fighters like Floyd Mayweather and Andre Berto and Salido and Martinez and Johnny Gonzalez and Badu Jack and George Groves, Jonathan Ikendo, it's a night not to be missed. We'll see you on Saturday evening.
I just want to thank everybody who's been here, particularly those in the press. Even Dan sitting over there. I see you sitting over there, Rayfield. And you misquoted me, too. Listen, there's some things that a lot of you guys don't understand that we understand. Listen. When you got two guys that was born in situations, in hood situations, that been to the school, and who's the king of the school, who's the second king, or the junior high down the road, maybe I'm dating this guy's girlfriend to go to this school, and he's dating this guy's girlfriend to go to that school, and we meeting together at the teen dances and all that stuff. You see some real fights. See, this is definitely something that a lot of you guys don't understand. When you get two, and I'm just going to say it, brothers together, when is the last time? You're going to see a fight, a real fight. I think about Joe Frazier and Ali in the Thrill in Manila when they thought Joe was done. And even Ali thought he was done. And what did we get? An epic heavyweight fight. Of course Joe was done, but he fought over his head. Does Andre Berto have the capability of fighting over his head? Yes. We see all the great sports events from Howard Porter at Villanova, Elvin Hayes when he played against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Of course, Jabbar had a scratched cornea. It's just nights that they play over the head. Andre Berto is going to have to take it over his head, and that's what he intends to do, and that's what we have to do. I don't know. With Floyd's IQ, we're not going to try to match it. We can't. But there's other elements that make things successful. I just got this feeling that those who put this fight down, those who didn't tune in, those who believe everything everybody say, they don't even come to the gym, look at fighters like the old-time writers used to do. Jack Fisk, I remember Jack Fisk used to patronize every gym in the Bay Area. Great writer. Really came inside and out, and just take a look at him sometimes. And then you can see something brewing. It's something brewing in the air. But it's between them. But it's something brewing in the air. I know it. People think they have different elements and different reasons why. But there's some personal stuff going on here. And I've been around a long time. And I know when something is personal. I don't know what it has to do with, but I can take a wild guess. Been there, done that. So You better tell your people to tune in for this fight, because it's the real stuff. Because when you got one man that want to punish you for this personal reason, and you got another man that say, no, it ain't going to happen for that personal reason, trust me, it's going to be a rumble, okay? And I've had the privilege, I don't know if Floyd remembers, but way back when he was with James, I seen Floyd's plan B. I seen him go to war. I seen him get hit, knocked back, and rumble with guys bigger than him. I know he got a plan B. So I'm not going to be swayed by his skill, that IQ skill. No, he got hood steps in his walk, trust me. And I believe this is what it's going to do. We're going to leave the MGM. We're going to be here in bodies at the MGM. But this fight going to be way deep down, where a lot of people are very afraid to go. And that's the hoods of the United States. Watch what I say.
I mean, it's funny, man, you know, when it comes to the media, when it comes to the critics, you know, they're not in that gym, you know, busting their ass and knowing the feeling of being a fighter. They don't know it. They don't know the miles we run. They don't know the punishment that we take in the gym. They don't know the sacrifices that we have to make to become a world champion, or just to be able to come on this stage, or to be able to make that long ring walk, you know, to that ring. It's a small selected few that can do that. And just the fact that I can, of course, you know, hear, you know, small, you know, whispers of negativity when it comes from people that they couldn't dare to do what we do. They couldn't dare to do what we do. So anybody that steps in the ring, I have to respect. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Saturday night, when it comes to fight time, I'm coming for my respect. So I appreciate everybody for coming out. And Saturday night is going to be a good one, I promise you.
Because I'm just telling you like it is. If you want to get beat, Floyd's the man to me.
Wait, you just wrote this morning?
That's right. He's rough, he's tough, he knows his stuff. He ain't never been scared by a bomb's bluff. You know, so, you know, the thing right here is, I'm gonna do a little thing for you, Berto, okay? Floyd's the man to meet if you want to get beat. He's back. It's amazing. Ain't no jive. Floyd comes alive. With moves and grooves and dance and prance, you fools better recognize who's the man. And I know you fools don't want to fight even though you came here tonight. But your pocket's looking tight, so it's forcing you to fight. We know you're mad, sad, talk a lot of trash. Come tonight, you'll be flat on your ass. When Floyd break your jaw, it'll take time to recoup. And when the hit man finish, you'll be sucking on soup. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. If you keep talking it, I make him cut it to 3. Because he's the man with the man that's going to make the plans to put you on your pants. So don't be shocked if you get stopped by combination galore. Look real close, Doc. I think the last shot put Mr. Berto on the floor.
We've been here so many times. I know talking doesn't win fights. I know trainers don't win fights. It comes down to the two competitors. I'm always prepared physically. I'm always prepared mentally. We have a remarkable game plan. We have a remarkable team. And I had a remarkable career. I want to thank Showtime. I want to thank MGM Grand. I want to thank the media. I want to thank everybody that has covered this event and covered my career throughout 19 years. Whether it was a good story or a bad story, you guys wrote about me and kept me relevant. So that's how I was able to do record-breaking numbers. Al Heyman, you've done a tremendous job with Andre Berto's career. You've done a tremendous job with my career, and you're a remarkable guy. All the sponsors that sponsored this event, I want to thank you. Training camp was unbelievable, like always. They asked me questions like, after the Pacquiao victory, were you able to bounce back, get in top condition, get in top shape? Absolutely. Berto was not a pushover. No matter who I chose, the media was going to have something to say. The critics was going to have something to say. No different from Amir Khan. Amir Khan has 3 losses. Berto has 3 losses, but he's 2-time world champion, just like Amir Khan. Virgil Hunter is a remarkable trainer. He's done remarkable things with Andre Ward's career, and I've been knowing Virgil Hunter for years. I know what it takes when there's a fight of this magnitude. So no matter what no one says, no matter what the media say, no matter what the trainers say, when it comes down to it, it comes down to the 2 competitors. And I know what I can do. And I know what I can do. One thing I can do, I can fight. Every fight played a major key. All 48 fights played a major key. It's not just the intelligence. It's the sharp mind. It's the good chin. It's the tremendous heart. I never overlook no opponent. I train for every fighter the same way. I push myself. I believe in my skills and I believe in my talent. And I've been in there with the best. And the results is always the same. You got fighters that may be faster than me. You got fighters that may hit harder than me. You got fighters that's very athletic. But you don't have no fighter that can make adjustments like me. You don't have fighters that can be on my level mentally. It's never personal for me. It's always business. I always had a dream. And my dream was to be the best. No matter what happens, Saturday. When it comes down to boxing, I'm the best at this. But one thing about me, I've never overlooked anyone. I've never beat a fighter with my A game. Andre Berto, you have had a remarkable career. You're a hell of a fighter. You're a tough competitor. And no matter what the critics say, you've been world champion twice. So it's obvious you've done something right. So when it's all said and done, to be in the sport of boxing and make somewhere upwards of 800 million, my team done their job. I don't want to leave nothing in the sport to say I wasn't the best. No fighter in history has been in more bigger fights than me. No fighter in history has beaten more champions than I beat. But is it over? Absolutely not. Today, I'm gonna push myself. I'm always going places mentally no other fighter can go. You know why? Because they're focused on other things that's not important. What's important to Floyd Mayweather? Family. His legacy. We prize fighters. So of course, we have to fight for the prize. But I couldn't choose to do it in a better place. And a guy like Al Heyman is a guy that I should have been with from the beginning of my career. I couldn't choose a better guy for the job. I couldn't choose a better guy for the job. I know everything that goes on with what my opponent is doing, what he's eating, what moves that he's making. No different from Berto. He went to the boxing gym last night. His weight was low, so he didn't train. Every move that you make, I know. This is called chess, not checkers. I'll see you guys Saturday.